All right, so that did not go as planned. Yeah, so I'm out here in Arizona, specifically Sedona, Arizona, and yeah, that was actually my second flight at what's known as the Courthouse Butte. If you're ever out this way, look up Chris Sturm. He goes by Sturmy in the drone racing world, and he had given me a few pins. Incredible host for the area, but he'd given me a few pins of some great spots. This was a spot of like 1,000-foot cliff, literally like less than a half mile from the parking lot, so kind of perfect FPV situation. But yeah, I'd done this flight earlier in the day and had zero issues, 100% LQ the entire way. This time I went out and I noticed in my FPV feed I had some like Wi-Fi bands, like strips of static throughout my video, and I just pushed through it anyway. I figured it was just affecting my video, but it was obviously affecting my radio link as well. So anyway, the quad went down. I ended up walking out there that night right away, and it was getting super dark, and I had shorts on. I wasn't really dressed to be out there, so I got out there a good ways. The quad was still on. I tried arming it and turtle moding it. I could hear it, but it was still, what sounded like a good ways away from me. So I gave up and planned to come out the next morning. I hit up my buddy Sturmy. He ended up meeting me out there, and we went a second time to go look for the quad. We spent 2.5 hours out there again. My Apple Watch said that I hiked 2.5 miles again, and we didn't find it. So I came back, rested up, hydrated, got a shower, and I ended up going back out in the mid-afternoon, did another 2.5 mile hike, and that time I took more water with me, but I ended up getting a little too warm, a little too hot. I ended up not feeling super well. So I came back, and yeah, I was disappointed I didn't find it. So I spent a ton of time looking at DVR, and I cross-referenced it with GoPro flights from earlier in the day and Google Maps. And this morning I went out there. I set a pin of where I really felt like it was at, and I went out there and I was walking up to the spot, and I heard Sturmy. Chris was out there already looking for the drone, and I didn't hit him up because I didn't want him to feel obligated to go trekking through the forest with me. But he was out there, and we felt like we had a pretty good idea of where it was. I was going to be way more thorough. It was the sun was still behind the Courthouse Butte, so like it was in the shade, and visibility was a lot better. And yeah, long story short, on my fourth hike out there, I was able to find the stupid drone, and it's literally flawless. The props aren't even bent because it landed in a bush. So yeah, there's one for the old footy frame from 533. So just figured I'd share with you this little quad retrieval story, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I would say that if you were looking for an FPV adventure, there can't be many places on earth better than this Sedona, Arizona area. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's not a national park. My understanding is drones are technically allowed. So, yeah, get out here and have some fun. But I guess seek your own legal advice. All right, take it easy. Thanks for checking this out. We'll catch you next time on Heart of America FPV. Later.